Hi, Isabelle Litzler, Pléiade HC, and today I'm filming from Lausanne. I wanted to share with you this beautiful background here, water and greenery. It's really beautiful. So today the topic is about how to move forward in your career, how to get promoted basically, or to get further in the company where you're at. So there's really 3 steps in my view to do that. And the first one is really to do a good job in the position you were hired to do. And the reason why I wanted to say this is because people take it for granted sometimes that they get a job, especially, and I'm not trying to discriminate against age, but sometimes, in the younger generation, there's this impatience that I should get a better job, more fulfilled, more flexibility, etc. In my, when I was starting to work basically way back, there was this sense of deserving something. So you have to put in your time and make the efforts to show that you're a good employee and that you deserve to get further. So I think to some extent it's still true in any country, in any culture, in any company. If you want to move forward, you need to show that you're committed, that you do a great job in the job you were hired to do, even if some tasks could be a little bit repetitive. If you're an intern, you might have this phase where you think, why did I even get a degree to do this? But it's okay, you just have to stick through and make the efforts, and you will get the reward at some point. So make sure that you do the work and make sure you communicate with your manager as well. So the first step is really to do a good job and communicate with your manager. Maybe there's some things that you could do better. Maybe you're very good with Excel and PowerPoint, but your job is not letting you use those tools. So maybe you can help your manager. Probably the older generation is a little bit less equipped to deal with anything linked to software or computer. So you can offer your help there. And remember, if you offer your help to your manager, this person will remember you. The second thing is to offer also volunteering in other areas. So if you can do your job well, you understand what's expected of you, and you have potential to go further, the first thing to do is really to volunteer. So maybe there's a colleague that needs help on a project. Maybe you can volunteer to go to a meeting, replace your manager maybe in a boring meeting that they don't want to go to because they've done it many years. So all these things will be actually opportunities where you can develop your knowledge about the company, about the issues of the company, to position yourself for another job within the company. So remember that, volunteer your time in specific projects that will be helpful in your career path. And finally, the third step is to actually remember what is important to the company. What do they value? Do they have any type of long-term opportunities that they're targeting? So really network internally. Try to see who are the power figures. So if there's some people that basically they're the people you want to be in a few years, you can ask them to mentor you or to go out to lunch with them. Most people are quite open for lunch nowadays, or coffee. So if you say, I'd love to be in finance in this particular role, where Joe is, maybe you can ask Joe to go and have a coffee with you and try to understand where they're coming from, how they got there. The best way to know how to get somewhere is to ask a person who's already in that position. And that could be true whether it's internal or external. Finding someone that's the person you want to be is the quickest way to know the path that you need to take. These people have done the work already, so they can probably give you some tips and some knowledge about how they got there. So that would be my third tip, is to network internally. Don't be afraid, because it's internal, and also you're building up your network for the future. So I hope this was helpful. I'll talk to you next Monday. Bye.